This pair has been causing some havoc in the streets. Like I just saw on my Instagram yesterday, there was a fight in like a JD's or Champs, something like one of those stores. People were fighting over these Black Metallics, which is crazy. They're not like $1,000 shoe, man. Hey man, it's Armand 2 Real in the cut on the mic, and today we're gonna be discussing some, some recent, sneaker news type stuff. So the Black Metallic Reimagined 5s just released yesterday on February 7th. I'm pretty sure, yeah, February 7th. I'm pretty sure yesterday it was Saturday, today is Sunday. And actually, I was pretty spot on with these predictions. A lot of people prior to this release were saying these are gonna be bricks, stuff like that, and I just knew that this pair was going to do numbers because one, Black Metallics have always sold out. Like I'm pretty sure they came out 2016. I'm pretty sure then they've came out like 4 or 5 times before this, so they're kind of like an OG colorway. Well, they are, and they've always sold out, and they've always hit like $300 off the bat. Like 2016, it was going for like $300 off the bat. It wasn't going for like $400 or $500 like how it did over time, like the 2016 pair. Before this pair was announced that it's going to release, the 2016 pair, I'm pretty sure it's 2016 or 2017. I'm pretty sure. Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah, it did come out in 2016, that pair, and it was going for like $400 or $500 before this got released. So it aged really well over time, and this pair could technically age pretty well over time for sure, like definitely. But I think if you got this pair, get your money right now while they're hot, because this pair has been causing some havoc in the streets. Like I just saw on my Instagram yesterday, there was a fight in like a JD's or Champs, something like one of those stores. People were fighting over these Black Metallics, which is crazy. They're not like $1,000 shoe, man. I understand fighting over the Bread 85s. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could see that happening for some Bread 85s because they're going for like $500 and they're just super limited. They didn't even drop on sneakers. They didn't drop anywhere. So yeah, I could see fighting over that pair. You know what I'm saying? But the Black Metallic, come on now. Like we fighting over a $300 shoe. This shoe is gonna be kind of similar to a White Thunder, but it's gonna be kind of similar to a Bread, I feel like. But the reason why I say this could be similar, I was saying this before they even released. I was looking at stock numbers. Let me pull up stock numbers right now. Prior, there was the stock numbers showing that it's gonna be like 44,000 pairs, but the official stock numbers I pulled up, I knew that it could vary. I'm sure they added like an extra 10K pairs. So there's 51,752 pairs that released yesterday on the sneakers app, and I was able to hit. I got them on the 12.5, which only 644 pairs dropped yesterday in the 12.5, which is my personal size. I was thinking about doing an on-feet review of these and like keeping them for me, but honestly, I've been saying this before, like way before I even seen that they're dropping. Like whenever I saw that they got announced, like I do like this pair. I could respect it. It's an OG type colorway. It's like a sneakerhead shoe. Like it's been like around since I've been like in the sneakers and stuff like that. So like it's a pair that I've always seen that stood out to me, that I've seen like people rocking in like a sneaker store and stuff like that. So I do respect the colorway. It is cool, but I'm just not the biggest Jordan 5 guy, honestly. So I'm gonna pass on these. I'm just gonna flip my pair because right now 12.5 is going for around $330. So hey, that's not a bad little flip. Also, I'll definitely do an in-hand review whenever I get them from Nike. And then also in grade school, this was a good grade. The reason why I kind of want to compare these to the White Thunders though, because only 50K dropped of the Black Metallics, and it's like an OG top colorway, and only 70K dropped on sneakers of the White Thunders, somewhere around that 70 or 80K, or maybe 60. So very similar stock numbers and very similar sought afterness, but these are more sought after, I feel like. So that's why I knew that the shoe was going to hit $300 right when they released, even though they're at like 240, 250, 260 range before, like the day before the release. I just had faith in the shoe. I was going to drop a video yesterday, like the day before the release, so I can get my my predictions before they even released. But I did film the video I just dropped talking about, go check out that video. I talked about how Michael Jordan's son Marcus Jordan, the guy who owns Trophy Room store in Orlando, I made a video talking about like his little altercation type thing, what happened, like little funny little thing with him. So go check out that video. He was like, little hint, he was in a Lamborghini, was on train tracks somehow, he spawned there. Who knows what, who knows how he got there. Anyways, go check out that video, it's pretty funny. Anyways though, these, I knew that they're gonna do well, what I'm trying to say, and honestly, I can compare these to a Bread 4. If you want to get these for the toe and you didn't hit on sneakers, honestly, these were not that hard to get. I feel like if you just entered up Foot Locker raffles, Champs raffles, like I hit an 11.5 on like Foot Locker's Champs. Foot Locker and Champs, I hit 11.5, and then I'm about to cop a 10.5 from someone, which I got before I locked in that deal before they even released. I got it for like pretty much retail $230, so I knew that they were going to go up, so I knew $230 was a steal because I know that this was going to be a $300 shoe. I feel like this is going to be kind of similar to the White Thunders, but more similar to like a Paris Olympic 4. I feel like they're going to go down a little bit within the next 2 weeks whenever pairs start getting in hand. So if you want to copy these for the personal, wait till people's pairs from Nike get in hand, because people will start undercutting each other and stuff like that. So I feel like that's the best time to buy if you did not hit somehow. But yeah, these weren't that hard to get, but there was some L's. I somehow hit a 12.5, even though I was like kind of like procrastinating, trying to see if I should even enter up the raffle, because I was like, I don't really want these for the toe, and I don't know if they're going to do that well in the market. But then I was kind of confident in the shoe. I knew it was going to be a $300 shoe, but then again, I just didn't want to, I just didn't know if I wanted to go in on them on sneakers, because I already locked in 2 pairs on Champs and Foot Locker. But I just went ahead and did it, and I got them somehow. And then I got a 7Y too, which I knew grade school was going to do well, because I saw a little, and I was in like a Discord, and I saw someone said there's only 20K pairs, which that is true. I'm looking at stock numbers right now. There's only 20,492 pairs dropping grade school, only 5K 7Ys. So I just had to go in for that, because I knew this was going to be like a White Thunder GS, which I regret not getting more White Thunder GSs for retail price, because honestly, they went down a little bit. They're only like $200 right now, but whenever Christmas time came around, they're like a $250 shoe. So, you know, that was a good GS play. Like if you copped, like, let's say just like 5 GSs in a size 7Y on the White Thunders before, like whenever they released, you somehow got them from, you know, you hit on all retailers and stuff like that, or copped them from people for a little bit over retail. They were at like $250, so you would have made like good little money right there. And honestly, I made a little bit of money on my 7Y pair I got. So yeah, I regret not getting more, honestly, of these or the White Thunders. Black Metallics, I feel like these, we're not near Christmas or anything, so I feel like market's gonna go down just a bit. Right now, GS market's around 210. Let me check real quick. So right now, GS size 7Y, 6.5Y, 6Y, 5.5Y. Most of the sizes besides 4.5Y and down is going for around 180 to 200 bucks. So really, the play was to get 7Y or 6.5Y, or even 6Y is doing pretty well, but 7Y is usually my favorite to go for on GS, because it's usually the best seller. But yeah, this pair is super fire. I do like them. I would toe my pair whenever I get them. I'm gonna have to think about it whenever I get them in hand. But right now, I have them listed up for sale on eBay. So if they sell, that'll be the cool little sale. I would just sell them. But if they don't, then maybe I'll think about it. I'm definitely gonna do an in-hand review here soon. So if you somehow haven't seen them yet, there's plenty of reviews out there. But if you want to see my review, I would appreciate it. Drop a like, drop a sub, hit the notification bell. It's free. So yeah, this pair is pretty fire. Like I said, it cost some havoc. There was huge lines too everywhere. Like I knew that if I went to my Snipes always does first come, first serve. I remember during the Bread 4 release, I might pop up this picture on the screen. I might not, because I would have to dig through my camera roll whenever Bread 4s came out. But I remember I went to like my mall, and there's Dick's Sporting Goods at my mall, and I reserved a pair. I actually kind of miss this with Dick's Sporting Goods. They don't do the sign-ups no more. Like you used to be able to like reserve your pair. So if you're like first one there at the store, whenever they first start the reserves, you automatically lock in your pair for that release date, and then you have like a certain time frame to pick it up, which is similar to other releases, but it's like a reserve. It's not like a raffle. So if you get there first, it's like first come, first serve on the reserve. So anyways, I reserved my pair, a size 13. I remember the Bread 4s, and the Bread 4s were doing similar to this shoe, but I feel like they're doing pretty similar, honestly, around 320 bucks. So very similar. I remember I locked in a 13 though, and I sold that at Got Sold Miami. I've talked about this a lot on my other videos, because that's kind of like what kind of got me. That's like the first couple shoes I started, like, that's like, I mean, I've been flipping shoes like since I was young, just to like get my own shoes, but like that's like the first release I like kind of like, not the first, but you know, it's just like a cool little release. I was pretty, you know, around like kind of similar to this drop, what I'm trying to say. Anyways, though, I don't want to get too distracted. Pretty good pair of Black Metallic reimagines, pretty fire. Did cause some havoc. There was lines everywhere. I knew if I went to my Snipes, there was gonna be a huge line, because there's always a line at Snipes, because there's first come, first serve, and then people either want to get like an extra pair at Snipes, or they just didn't hit the Foot Lockers, because like that's raffle. So this was a shoe that actually be kind of tough to get a raffle, because people were definitely entering up the raffles, which is crazy. The hype on Jordans, I feel like the Jordan hype kind of came back on this shoe. I feel like it's been back. You know, people will always love retros and stuff like that. I mean, look at the Breads, kind of similar release, and that was last year. So yeah, literally like a year from like today, pretty much. Technically, I feel like a couple days, it was a year ago from today. So yeah, made this far in this video, drop a like, drop a sub. But yeah, I feel like that's really all I had to talk about in this video. I did also want to talk about this rumored shoe. Well, it's the UNC Reimagined Air Jordan 1s, and it's pretty dope looking. These used to go for bread, I feel like they went for bread. I could be wrong, but they're coming out. It's a cool Jordan 1. So hey, this is another little release that you can look forward to, and drop a like, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna be making news whenever I get more information on this shoe. But yeah, that's really all to talk about. Black Metallic Reimagines, they sold out. They sold out. I was surprised I got them on sneakers, because I literally entered up the raffle like 2 minutes later, and it was a Leo release, which means like first come, first serve. So yeah, doing pretty well. I was pretty spot on with my predictions, I'm not gonna lie. So hey, I'm gonna be pretty confident in that, because I literally was spot on with that. But let me see if there's anything else I have to talk about. All right, bet. That's really all I have to talk about in this video. Y'all know what to do down below. I'm not gonna stretch out this video too long. It's really all I talk about. Can't wait to get these in hand and see if I want to tell them. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Peace.